What is that?
Hey, what's up guys? Dr. M3 here. We are in, well, I was going to say sunny Florida, but it's warmer but kind of colder Florida. Anyway, I have an awesome footage, a behind the scenes video for you of using the Insta360 One X2 to do one of those videos you've seen online. They're called bumper videos. That's kind of Gran Turismo view, like video games. I'm going to show you how we do it because I bet you've been wondering, hey, how the hell do they do that? I'm going to show you how it's done today, and hopefully we get some really awesome video of flames and maybe a little bit more. So let's show you how this is all done. All right, so the first process here is having suction cups. Now you could do, and you've probably seen some folks that may have done only one or two, but in this case, since it's the SVJ, and we want to get really good stable footage for you, we're using a triple suction cup mount. My buddy here, Eli from Ignition Tube, is making sure. Oh, you got burned, man. Got burned by the tip. Just the tip is what he did, and he got burned by it. So, bottom line is, he's got it down. It's going to make some first adjustments, and then we're going to check to make sure it's pretty stable.
And, I mean, it really doesn't move.
It's not going to move.
The biggest issue that you see with a lot of this footage is when you extend the camera out, like we're going to put it a little bit on a selfie stick, the footage becomes really wobbly. And so the Insta360 kind of self-stabilizes, and you can select it to stabilize, but if the source that's holding it is moving back and forth a lot, it really translates to the video. So in this case, we have a triple suction cup, 3 points. It should be pretty stable. We should be able to hopefully get some good shots.
So this, guys, is the Insta360 One X2. I actually have the One R as well, but for this video, we're going to do the One X2 on a selfie stick. And in fact, this one extends a little bit. So you can see we can adjust this to whatever height we want. We're going to put it on here. It does have a thread on the bottom, and the typical thread that you have for a camera mount is what we're going to do. So we're going to screw this in here. So the One X2 is already mounted to the bottom, so we'll just screw this on. Make sure it's nice and tight.
Yeah.
And then we're going to tighten the bottom here. We'll adjust the angle in just a second. But then what we can start doing is extend the selfie stick. Now I'm going to go back here and rotate things a little bit because I kind of want this to be like that. Number one. And then I may actually want to lift it up a bit like that. And maybe I'll go out a little further.
We can probably go into the app and check how this looks.
And looks, exactly. So I'm just showing you the scene.
We may be too far out here because, again, what we talked about earlier with the wobble.
Yes, this is going to
start playing.
Wobbling. So maybe
you're holding it, but for mounting on a car, especially with wind and stuff like that, you want to make sure that you're not going too crazy.
Too far, exactly. All right, so that's probably firmer. I may want to adjust it downward a little bit, again, we're trying to also catch some flames from the car. Again, this is a 360 camera, so we'll get some pretty decent footage, but we'll go in the app, Insta360 app in a moment, and take a look. Make sure we tighten up each of these here to make sure, and we can take a look. Again, we want to make sure that all your connections are pretty tight because you don't want it coming loose while you're going. One, because it becomes a projectile for whatever is behind you. All right, so that's what the setup looks like. Okay guys, the next thing we're going to do is going to turn the camera on the One X2 on. I'm going to see it come on here, and then we're going to go into our Insta360 app, and we're going to connect to a new camera. Already have a Go 2, so we're going to say different camera. It found the One X2. We're going to go ahead and connect through Bluetooth. Here it goes, and confirm connection on the camera. We'll go ahead and hit OK, and the One X2 is just about installed and on the app. So here we go join, and we have liftoff. Here we go.
Are we good?
Nope, not yet.
Oh.
Connect, activation. Oh boy, so now it's activated, and we are now connected. So we can go ahead and look at the view of the camera. Here we go. Preview. There is Eli. There. Oh, perfect. So we can see.
Oh, that looks
that
nice.
It's going to be very, very nice. Excellent. Perfect. That's the view we want.
Yes,
Now, one of the things we could do, remember we talked about trying to get more, so if I go and extend it further up, now that may be a little too high. I think we may want to adjust the angle down just a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now.
I wouldn't extend it further. I would.
No. I agree with you. So Eli is saying not to extend it further, but maybe lower the angle a little bit. So like something like that. And we'll bring it down.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
And then when we shut the door.
When we close the doors, let's close the door on the other side. What do you think about that? That may be a little low because you don't see over the wing a little bit.
But
so
for context, this is the same shot from this camera, which has a pretty wide lens on it, but you can see that the Insta360.
Oops.
But you can see that the Insta360 has a much wider angle than this guy does.
Than the camera is. Okay, so we're gonna lift it up just a tad bit. Like maybe there. We're not seeing over the car, but we're seeing just enough
to know that the car is there.
Yes, very good. Checking to make sure we're all tight. We're gonna do a little a test run here, just to see how it looks, and then we'll be back. Got it?
Our shot, take one.
All right, this is take one. I think wish us luck. I think this is gonna be awesome. Here we go. Start the camera.
Now, what's our biggest problem here, Doc?
The biggest problem is the risk of, shall we say, losing the suction cup and the camera?
No. I'm thinking of the problem with the road that we're on.
Oh, well, yes, that too. But we are in Mexico, so it's okay.
Well, the problem with Mexico is there's nowhere to turn around.
I know, so, but we may end up back in the United States fairly quickly because there's nowhere to turn around. So Mexico to let's say Key West. How about that?
I think the thing that we would recommend is the thing that we would recommend. Well, my hair's all messed up. The thing that we would recommend if you are doing this, don't just do one camera angle because it gets real boring after one shot. Obviously, you're gonna do a bunch of camera angles. We're fighting the sunset, so we're trying to make it work here. Here, I'll hold this. So we're fighting the sunset, so we're trying to make it work here. But make sure you pick a road not like the road that we're about to go on, because there's nowhere for us to pull over on this road.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now that we have the setup, we wanted to see what this looks like for our first test run. And you can see it looks pretty good. The camera is probably a little too high, but we'll make an adjustment on that in just a moment. But it's pretty steady. There are some things that we've done in post here. We can reframe it, but I'm pretty happy with what this looks like, and of course you can get those dynamic images. So after this first test run, we made an adjustment, and this is so much better. You see it over the car, heading into the sunset, sun's going down, and yeah, you're gonna see something that looks like this. I am absolutely speechless. If you want to make your own video, go ahead and look in the description for a code to pick up one of your own Insta360 cameras. Special thank you to Ignition2 for helping me make this video. You're going to want to head over to TikTok and Instagram to see the full video. And with that, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.